Everywhere is nowhere. Everywhere is nowhere. It's understandable, Koko-san. Hi, Kia-san. How are you?
I'm good.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Hi. So, today's text is very, very something special. Like a Koko-san. Like a Koko-san. Koko, Doko, Asako, everywhere is nowhere. Nowhere is everywhere. This is today's topic. Yeah, it's very difficult. Even it's a tremendous difficult to explain what is it, how it is. See? Everywhere is nowhere. Nowhere is everywhere. It's a kind of logic. It's a kind of logic. Only Koko-san will be able to understand it. except anyone. Except anyone. Very great. So, when I, as I just always mention about this kind of things, see, when I hold this one, and then when I just ask you, what is it? What is it? Then people just go, people answer that this is glass cake, glass cake. And the people easily just understand what the answer is. It's all right. But when I say, this is not a glass cake. This is yourself. This is yourself. The people say, you are crazy enough to be crazy. It makes sense. Yes, I am crazy enough to be crazy. So no one understands it. No one is be able to understand the answer. See, when I say what is it, if you say it's a glass cake, everybody will be able to understand it. They accept it. Then I say, yeah, it's not a glass cake. It's yourself. The people never understand. Only people just what people think of it. People just hate me. very, very great. Gary-san, never hate me. even I say this is yourself. See? Yeah. The thing is, people know much about. This is glass cake in concept or in thinking. That is not true. That is not true. It's a concept. That is not true. What the reality is? What the reality is? See, when I hold this one like this, you just face this and then simply just become as it is. As it is. Without the kind of the concept. Oh, it's very difficult. So when I just hold this one, when you just face this, and you simply become as it is. See, that is reality. Kind of a glass. That is a concept. That's before that kind of a concept come out in your mind. That is reality. Then you just recognize this one as a glass case. That's a concept. That is a concept. That is not true. But what people think of is after recognition. After recognition, see, people think of that is a true. That is a reality. That is not a reality. See, before recognition, when I just face this, I simply become as it is. That's it. That's it. See, there is no separation. There is no separation between this and this. See? That's a before recognition. That is the reality. Everything is the whole universe is going on with this. See? See? When I face this, I simply become as it is. See? Oneness. So we don't need to just think of what it is. We don't need to think of what it is because oneness. We simply become as it is. The oneness. As far as oneness, we don't need to know much about what it is because of oneness, because of itself. This is the thing. This is Dharma, 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 Dharma Buddha. Dharma Buddha, what it is? Buddha Dharma. So this is very, it's a very, in a sense, it's very, even it's very difficult to understand what's the Buddha Dharma and Shoho. Shoho is what's the translation? Shoho is what Shoho is what we are doing right now. See, when I hold this one, this is Shoho. It's a kind of Dharma. See, when I face this, I simply become as it is. This is Dharma. See, this kind of activity, we call it the Shoho. My translation might be various Dharma. See, very difficult, very difficult to just difficult to explain it. See, when I clap my hand, this is a Shoho. This is a Shoho. Shoho is the Dharma activity. Although Dharma activity, people just think, oh, it's a different. See? Okay, so we go back to today's the text number 68. Well, you may be confused. Okay, what is said? What we say? The occasions when the various dhammas become the Buddha Dhamma. This is very famous teaching by Master Dogi. See, Master Dogi. As I just mentioned, when I hold this one, people think, oh, this is a glass key. This is a glass key. See? But that is a within concept. That is another truth. That is another truth. When I say this is another glass key, but yourself, see, you simply say here, that is not true. That is wrong. That is a glass case. This is a glass case. See? But this one, even you call it glass case. Even you call this one yourself. This one never be changed. This one never be changed. You see? Why? Because this one nothing concerned with words and letters. Words and letters. See? But the people just recognize this one as a glass case. As a glass case. The people just recognize this one's the substance. Substance. See? This one doesn't have any substance. This is not a substance. See? When I just hold this one like this, and then this one just simply come on without substance. People never know, never be able to understand this reality. See, this one, this one just exists. This one just exists without substance. So this is very important. See, when I face this, I simply become as it is. See, then when I face this, I simply become as it is. See? But the things I just faced before completely disappear. See? Look at your glass. Look at your eyes. See? When I face this, see? These things, this will just come out in our eyes. Then when I just face this, the things I just faced completely disappear. The things just I faced before, the things just reflect in our eyes completely disappear. See, then things just come out. Only what I just faced right now. See, this is a this is what the Master Zogen just teach us as the various Dharma. But unfortunately, you may not be able to just understand it because people always just recognize this one as the things with substance. See? Look at your eyes. When I hold this one, simply you just become as it is. Simply your eyes become as it is. Also without substance. See, what you think about substance come out later. When I face it, you simply become as it is. See? Without any substance. Then you recognize this one as a glass case. Then kind of substance, the substance of the glass case come out in your mind later. That is another truth. So with text 68, what the Jinen Roshi just want to teach us is this misunderstanding. Without everything, everything just come out without substance. See? This is what's called Buddha Dharma. Buddha Dharma. See, Buddha Dharma. Everything just come out without substance. Empty, substance, and empty is the same. Okay, thank you so much. It's a French. No. Right now, that's it. Everything just come out without substance. See, but the people always recognize the things just coming out with substance. This is completely misunderstanding. Complete misunderstanding, and this is this causes trouble, question, problem. Without substance, everything is just come out in our eyes, or in the ears, the nose, and the mouth, and the body, and the thinking. Things also thinking just come out. Of course, without substance. See, those six senses just come out without substance. The things just come out with those the six senses is also without substance, because this one is empty. Because of this Dharma body is empty. So whatever just come out on or in this body should be no substance at all. Will be understandable. Okay. So Jinen Roshi, that's what Jinen Roshi wanna just teach us with takes number 68. What ordinary people call the various we call it Shoho. Shoho is this kind of activity. When this whole this and this and this, any kind of activity, any kind of daily activity we are doing right now is the Shoho. Is a more translation might be various Dharma, or various the activity you may see. So. See, various activity, various daily activity will be much easier to understand instead of the various numbers. So, excellent. What ordinary people call the daily various activity is different from what the Buddha Dharma called various daily various Dharma. What she wanna say? She wanna say is as far as the what people call the various daily activity is all the people just recognize the substance. So, but as far as our Dharma, the Buddha Dharma is the daily various daily activity is no substance at all. This much different. See, it's a quite much different. Just a difference between earth and the heaven. See, people always just recognize substance. See? Excuse me. Krishna was just mentioned before. I just hold this and then see, I just ask you what it is. You just say glass case with substance. See, more. See, look at your eyes. See, this one just the eyes is just look at this one just as it is, as it is. Then finish. Then end. See, then you just recognize. Then you just recognize this one. See, this one, and you call it the glass case. See, that's a later. The reality is, see, when I face this, when I face this, then the things come out. At the same time, the things come out, they finish. And it over. It over. Nothing left. Nothing left. Nothing remains at all. That's the reason we don't have any problem at all. Because nothing left always. Always not nothing left. No. Once you just recognize glass case with thinking of substance. See, then it's called us question, problem, trouble. We see everything is just come out. Everything's just come out without substance. Then you just recognize the things that are coming out without substance. Then you just recognize the things that's coming out without substance. And then you put a name. You put a name, you just recognize substance. See? Reality is, see, everything just come out. Everything is come out without substance. People never be able to just understand this reality. That's the reason we have to do as others. See, the more you do dozen, see, the more you'll be able to just recognize the things that's coming out without substance. Without substance. That much would be very important for us to do. Okay. What ordinary people call the various Dharma. Okay, various Dharma is different from what the Buddha Dharma called the various Dharma or various daily activity. This is something to which you must pay attention in order to realize who you are. But people never pay any attention for this reality. See, it's very wondrous. It's very wondrous when I face this without doing anything. It's just come out. It's just come out. See, we just become as it is without doing anything. See, so people never understand this reality. See, this is the most important aspect for us to realize who we are. Very wonderful. So when I face this, see, without doing anything, I simply become as it is. See, this reality never miss it. Ingenjo Koan from the Shoho Genzo. This is a very famous teaching. Then Master Dogen teaches the occasion when the various Dharma become the Buddha Dharma. See, what the people think about think of this activity is human activities. Human activities. See, when I hold this one, when I just see this one, when I just see this one, you see what the people think of. This is a human activity. See, this is a total misunderstanding. See, this activity is entirely different from what people think of human activity. This is, you may say, this is a universal activity, not a human activity. So that's the reason. See, as long as you just think of, as long as you think of what's the daily activity is, the human activity, you may not be able to just encounter. You may not be able to encounter the essential self. It's totally different. So as long as you just want to just realize who you are, see, you just let's go the thinking thought, thinking thought as it is. See? This way you'll be able to just encounter to the essential self. The reason why without thinking, because our activity is another human the activity. So as long if you just completely let's go of thinking as it is, your activity become universal activity. That is what that is what the Shoho Genzo that they must as they must Dogen that teaches the occasion when the various Dharma various daily activity become the Dharma body. Dharma Buddha Dharma. It's very it's very complicated. Well, you will be confused. See, that's my see what people think of. Our daily activity is exactly concerned with human exactly concerned with thinking. This is totally misunderstanding. See, our daily activity is nothing concerned with thinking. Without thinking, we can just simply act something like that. See, this thing, this reality, see, Zen master, not only Zen master talking about the Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha or patriarchs just want to teach us. See, our activity, our daily activity is nothing concerned with thinking or concept. Before you think of what you have to do, see, or what we should do, we simply act. We just simply act without thinking. See, but people never understand it, even concept. See, fine. That is another thing to see. our daily activity. When our daily activity, our daily activity become the Buddha Dhamma. See? Oh, no. it's very complicated. See, when the when the various daily activity become Dharma itself, Dharma, Buddha Dharma itself. We never have any trouble, any question, any trouble. As long as you care much about the kind of activity, daily activity, as a human activity, it's caused us trouble. It's caused us problem and question itself. Hi. So that's the reason we have to do the subject. As I just mentioned, the more you just separate from the thinking, the more your daily activity become the Buddha Dharma itself. Then your daily activity, whatever you do, you're not gonna have any sort of question, problem at all, because it's just become the Dharma activity. See? As long as you care much about thinking, see what you're doing, always cause you question, trouble, problem. That's it. All right. Okay. When ordinary people say various dharma, when ordinary people say the various activity, they recognize something as an entity, the substance. As I just mentioned about what do people think of the various daily activity is human activity. See, something concerned entirely just concerned with thinking, but that is totally misunderstanding. Our daily activity is nothing concerned with thinking. See, if you realize this, see, our daily activity is nothing concerned with thinking. See, the activity itself become Dharma, Buddha Dharma. Right. See, but it's very hard to do it. See, that's the reason we have to do a zazen. We have to do that, as I just mentioned. The more you do zazen, the more you just separate from the thinking, the more your daily life activity become Buddha Dhamma. Right. That's it. Okay. When ordinary people say various Dhamma, they recognize something as entity. See? When I just hold this, what it is, what is it? People call this glass case, glass case. with substance, with substance. That is not true. See, this one, this one just come out in your eyes, without substance, without substance. So that's the reason. See, when I hold this one and what is it? What is it? See, people say that it's a glass case. But when I say that is not a glass case, this is yourself. So people are totally confused. Why people have to be confused is people just recognize this one with substance. With substance. Right. this one just come out. This one just come out. See, without substance. Without substance. Okay. Or without, well, as substance. Things. They are something. They are recognizing something as an entity, or something with entity, with an entity. The various Dhamma become the Buddha Dhamma. The various becomes finish. This is a main reason why most people think of the various Dhamma. Okay, this is a main reason why most people think of the various daily life is. People just think of our daily life is. When I just recognize this, see, people just when I recognize, I recognize this one glass case as a substance, as an entity. This is not true. This one just come out without substance. Just come out. That's the reason we have to do. It's totally difficult to understand what the Master Dogen just teaches. See, once you just become, once you just recognize that this body as this body as Buddha Dharma body, Dharma body, then you'll be able to just realize this reality. As long as you just recognize this one as a human body, you never be able to just understand, but you never be able to realize this one as empty. This is an empty one. That's the reason. The things just come out on this body have to be empty. Have to be empty. Because this one is empty. See, then the things come out on this body have to be empty. Have to be empty is have to be the things without substance. Okay, that's the reason we want to just recommend you to do the zazen, because it's quite much maybe for us. It might be very difficult to understand this reality, even in concept. So they are recognizing something as an entity. When older people say various Dharma, various Dharma is various our daily activity. Finish also. This is the main reason why most people think of the various dharma or the various daily daily hour activity. However, this is not a salvation. Why you never be able to save with this thinking? See, as long as you just recognize the substance with this, see, you always attach the things just coming out in your mind. The things just come out. The things come out in your mind is without substance. So without substance, we never care much about attachment. See, because without substance, the things just come out without substance. We never attach the things coming out in your mind because without substance. But once you just recognize substance, once you just substance, so you never just let's go as it is. You always attach. you always attach. You always just hold it, and you always just get rid of it. That kind of thing just happen. But without substance, you never care much about it. The kind of the thinking, attachment, the kind of thinking of attachment never come out in your mind because without substance. See, this is very important. Then you don't care much about. So you don't care much about social fame or benefit or whatever people just want to attach. See, without any attachment, people are completely free from everything. See, this is the thing. See, once you just recognize substance, see, you always just care much about. You always care much about the social fame or benefit or whatever, what people just think of, want to have. See, but that is the reason. So once you have to just realize this one is completely empty. This one is the existence of no substance. Right. Then you'll be able to just be free from everything. As long as you are in the state of seeing and recognize things in this way, you will not be able to recognize the reality of your own body and mind. See, you just care much about, as it says. See, as long as you are in the state of seeing and recognize the things in this way, not only seeing, but seeing as smelling as smelling as when ordinary people, as long as you are in the state of seeing, in the state of seeing and recognize the things in this way. In this way, you will not be able to recognize the reality of your own body and mind. Then, if you just want to realize who you are, so, then you have to release the thinking. You have to release thinking as it is. That's it. That's it. If you just realize this reality, you have to do this. That's it. Then you'll be able to just realize this reality. As long as you are in the state of seeing and recognize the things in this way, you will not be able to recognize the reality of your own body and mind. As long as you are attached to other thinking, you'll never be able to just realize who you are. Okay. The true of your own self. That's the thing. What is meant by the occasion? The occasion becomes the Buddha Dharma, which is called the various Dharma, which thought to exist as things out there. But this is not so. It is the reality of the body and the mind. What they say is, if you just realize, as I just mentioned, if you just realize who you are, you never attach thinking. See? The more you just let go of thinking or thought as it is, the more you just become as it is, see? Without doing. And then, as I just always mentioned, eventually, there is no separation between this and this, this and this. See, then there is nothing constant. There is nothing existing between this and this. See, you never be able to just recognize anything as a substance. See, you never be able to just recognize anything as substance because there is nothing existing. That's much. You are thinking, so the completely ceased. Then you'll be able to just realize this reality. So that's much the Shakyamuni Buddha or Patriarchs just recommend us to do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. It is a reality of the body and the mind. What a reality of this body and mind. When I face this, I simply become as it is. See, without doing anything. See, there is nothing existing. Nothing exists. See, what people just think of the things as a substance never exists. But even just I just explain it, you never be able to understand it. That's easy. We just recommend you to do that. In your face, it is as it is. What you see is before you want to see it. If you face it, it is suddenly as it is. That is our truth. See, what it is when I face this. See, when I face this, you simply become as it is, without doing anything. See, when I face this, I simply become as it is. See, this activity. See, you know much about this? When I face this, I simply become as it is. See, when I face this, I simply become as it is. This is activity. This is activity. This activity is nothing concerned with the thing, nothing concerned with what we think of the things as a substance. Without substance, I simply become as it is. See, I should say, without substance, my eyes become as it is. See, when my the eyes, the face, my eyes just become as it is, without without substance or as a substance. What do you think? What do you think? Okay. In your face, if you face it, it is as it is. See? When I face it, just I become as it is. See, what you say is before you want to say it. See? It's exactly what did I say? What you say is before you want to say it. If you face it, it is suddenly as it is. See, whatever you think about, whatever you thinking about, when you just face it, you simply become as it is. In other words, see, this activity, nothing concerned with thinking. Nothing concerned with thinking. It is suddenly as it is. That is our truth. Without thinking, our activity is going on. See, when I face this, I simply become as it is. When I face this, I simply become as it is, without thinking, without doing anything. See, this is the activity of universal activity. See? As long as universal activity, you never be able to, you never care much about the substance. You never care much about substance at all. It is a function of six senses, all of which are parts of ourselves. See, when I face this, I simply become as it is. See? This is this is none of the human the activity, but the universal activity. Universal activity. The things just come out. The things everything just come out with those six senses. With those six senses. See, those six senses is empty. Well, empty. Those six senses don't have any substance because of empty. So the things just come out on or in this on these six senses. See, have to be empty. Have to be empty. Don't have any substance. Don't have any substance. It is a reality of the way itself. The way is the Buddha way. The way of Buddha. That's the universal. That's the universal. The universal activity. Our activity is nothing concerned with human activity, but universal activity. The occasion will become Buddha Dharma will be manifested through the experience of discarding the human being that we have based on human perception and the experience of losing the self. Although you be able to just understand understand this reality with thinking or by thinking or by concept, you never be able to satisfy anything. You never be able to be free from everything. See, because within thinking, because the reality is nothing concerned with thinking or thought or concept. So we have to do a zazen. We have to do a zazen. Then you'll be able to just encounter the essential self, and you'll be able to just realize this reality completely. That is zazen. That is. Although today, although today's are the kind of the teaching is so much complicated. Then, if we just try to, even we just try to just think of it, but those are just explanation. That's concept. The most important thing, what this text say, is whatever just happening, what is just happening, whatever just the coming out as a daily activity is not a human activity. It's a universal. So that's the reason. If you just wanna just realize this reality, we have to do a dancing. We have to do that. Doesn't the more you do that, the more you'll be able to just become as it is. And there eventually there is no separation between this and that. And then you'll be able to just realize this reality. See? Gary-san, are you still library? See?
Now I'm in the car. Now car.
It's impossible. It is impossible for you to get in library with the car. How could you do it? How could you? You are totally. So what I just want to say is that as I just always mentioned, see, 1 square meter. Your car is much bigger than 1 square meter. But it's all right. 1 square meter space will be all right. Then you simply said, are you sitting? Are you sitting or standing? Or swimming? Then you just sit. Then if you have a round cushion, it's better. You don't have it. Nothing trouble at all. Then say, okay, whatever just thinking of thought come out in your mind. Simply just let go of it as it is. This is that. You just sincerely do it. Then sooner or later, someday, your speed, your small 1 square meter space become oriented. Definitely. See, that's the Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. No doubt at all. So, okay, that's it. Okay. See you. See you
Okay.
tomorrow. Oh, no, no.
Thank-
They are said tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for your
Thank you.
this. Okay.
Thank you.
Hi.